I got to get into it. I made a video and I put it on YouTube. And if you guys don't follow the YouTube page and you only follow the podcast, you would have missed this. So I want to start from the beginning and condescend to you as though you did miss it. I did a video right after Germaine de Randamie's last fight. I'm going to simply call her the Iron Lady because for whatever reason, Germaine de Randamie gets hard for me to say and I don't know why. Okay, so the Iron Lady. Now, this is amongst the best female fighters to ever do the sport, period. This is a world champion who defeated Holly Holm. I believe she had won 46 kickboxing matches prior to ever coming to MMA. And if I'm wrong, it was 49 kickboxing matches. Okay, this is an experienced, nasty, talented, powerful, driven fighter. So let's back up. She goes out there and wins the world championship at 145 pounds. She did not particularly want to be a 145 pounder, but an opportunity arose and she was asked to go up and fight Holly Holm, who in many ways was also moving up to 145, and she thought that's a fair contest. We're both 135 pounds. There's a new division. There's a championship. Let's go do it. She goes out and does it, and she wins, playing Holly's game of the kickbox. Really, really good fight by both ladies. You would watch both of these ladies and go back. It's kind of a classic fight and go, wow, they're good. That was a little side note. I digress. But after she wins that and she's now got the title around her, don't forget at that weight class, they were searching for somebody to fight Cyborg. Period. If you could fog a mirror and weigh 145 and be willing, you were going to be fighting Cyborg. It was a weird time. So Germaine goes out and wins this strap. She's the number one. Well, she's the champion. She's not the number one contender. She's the champion. That makes Cyborg the number one contender, basically based purely around respect and reputation. Great. Either way, problem solved. We got to fight. Cyborg's walking out first on this one. She'll be the champ, but we got to fight. So Germaine comes out and goes, nope. Don't want to fight. Don't want to do that fight. I don't love the history of Cyborg. I don't share the same respect. I don't believe, like everybody else, that that's the opportunity she could come into. And if you're going to do it with somebody else. Okay, fine. But she laid out right there. She did not qualify the statement any more than that. Which marketing 101, you must come out and define yourself so somebody else doesn't do it for you. Because she did not come out and really clarify what was going on, we were all drawn to form our own conclusion, and we all drew, myself included, the same conclusion. She is scared. She does not want to fight Cyborg, to the point that she is willing to lose her title and walk away and go back to a different division where she's going to have to start over as one of the gals, trying to climb up the card and become a contender and see where it goes from there. Okay, fine. And that is what happened. Whether we were accurate in our assessment or not, the rest of the pieces all did happen. So when the Iron Lady comes back this weekend, Aspen Ladd, who's a tremendous talent, by the way, also very large for the weight class, Aspen Ladd, a very true challenge. The Iron Lady shuts her off in 16 seconds and goes about her business, and you're forced to look back and go, well, what in the hell do we do now? This is a straight-up killer who cannot just float around a division. That is not fair to other people in the division. If you're ranked number 8, you don't need to be in there with the Iron Lady unless there's something very significant on the line. So do we put her in a championship fight? Former champion who never lost, who went down a weight class, which generally, at least perception-wise, elevates you. So what do you do? And I just asked that question, and I asked it directly to her. Germaine, if you were to be offered a fight with Amanda Nunes, would you accept it? I was very flattered because she responded to me. And she said, Chael, I saw your video and I want to answer your question. Yes, I would accept the fight. She said something else in this video, though. And she said that she was given a life sentence by the fans because of her actions of walking away from the 145-pound title. And when I heard that, it was a very stunning statement to me because of the accuracy. And that isn't fair. She's right. And walking away from a title is a punishment to her. She didn't stick it to anybody else. She didn't stick it to Cyborg. She didn't stick it to us. She didn't stick it to the promotion. She inflicted a self-wound. So she really didn't do anything wrong. If you look at it from that perspective, and I thought it was very interesting when she said this, and it also comes back to my contention that the biggest flaw that she's made for herself is not coming out and talking to us. Come out and tell us from your perspective what happened and why. So when she started to do this, first off, she was extremely likable. And she also was extremely accurate. And if she did something to wrong the industry as we see it, and we being the judges and jury and executioners here, we do have to listen to her side, which is, hey guys, people have done far worse than me and been completely forgiven. I'm given a life sentence. I'm the one who didn't get the pay-per-view money. I'm the one who's no longer the champion. I'm the one that doesn't get the sponsorships and the accolades and the recognition of holding that 12-pound gold belt. Why are you also piling on me? Now, she didn't, I'm not fully quoting here, but this is what she said. And I thought, Germaine, I love it. I wish you did more of this. First off, you have great points. Secondly, you come off as a very charming and likable young lady, I must tell you. Why aren't you doing more interviews? Why did you allow 2 years of us to speak on your behalf, speak for you, and possibly not speak accurately? When you could have come out and done it, and should have come out and done it, and now has come out and done it. And she's right. And there's another side to this story. She's already fought, because I want to address we don't like her because she was scared to fight Cyborg. First off, we don't know if that's accurate. Second, there's really nothing wrong with being scared. We've all been scared too, right? But third, it turns out, I missed this part of her career. She fought Amanda. I believe they must have fought on an undercard, because I never miss a show and I just don't happen to remember that fight. She's now returned to a division of which I think she's climbed and will likely be fighting Amanda again, and whether she does or not in the immediate future, it's her goal and it's her wish. We cannot accept that as truth, of which it is, and accept as truth that she was scared in the featherweight division, and that's why she left, because they don't go hand in hand. Not with the information that we now have, which is Amanda defeated Cyborg. So we don't get to say that the Iron Lady is afraid of Cyborg when she's pointing her finger in the chest of Amanda, who beat Cyborg. Those just don't go hand in hand. So again, we are having to defer back and concede to the points of the Iron Lady, which is, you gave me a life sentence. I did nothing to you. I broke absolutely no rules. I was then punished and stripped and not paid the way that I could have been. I gave myself a self-inflicted wound, and now you guys are trying to add salt. She's right. She's 100% right. She should have corrected this 2 years ago. She should have corrected it. I offer that to you because I hope she does more of it. She was very likable in this piece. And I think she needs to do more of these pieces. So let's just clear that up. And let's clear that up for her, and I think we owe that to her, since I threw out the gauntlet in the first place, and she responded. I'm responding to her response, and I am conceding to her that she's right.